Welcome, everybody. I hope you can hear me. We seem to always have a little difficulty here, but I see that my volume is running strong. So I'm here today. I said at 1:45 p.m. Uh, Mr. Mercury and Mrs. Mercury seem to be running the show. No matter how much I've been up early, ready to go, getting everything set up and still feel like I'm behind time. So today we're going to have a short program. I hope not to keep you on too long. This is my new channel name here at Resident Essentials here on YouTube, and it's called Clear Blue Radiance. And if you want to know what that is all about, it's about having clarity. Blue is about order, especially things happening in divine order. And also, blue has to do with integrity. And it also has to do with how we can begin to see ourselves in a much better light. So, in today's program, and the title is quite long, I want to make sure that you're able to get it. And before I really jump into my topic today, make sure if you like our program here for Resident Essentials, be sure to click the bell so you can get notifications when we are going live, and also subscribe. Click the subscribe button so that you can always come back to the channel and not just watch my programs that are here every Thursday. Usually on Friday, we have Michelle Vidal, the owner of Resident Essentials. She's away this week. She's enjoying herself with another practitioner. They're working at an event at the Copper Hotel down in Bisbee, Arizona, and taking resident essentials there and showcasing what we have as practitioners, our books that are there. Many of us are authors, including herself. And she and Rosie, I believe, are doing readings down there right about now. So yeah, they're going to be there for some time. It's a wonderful place. I understand it's a haunted hotel at the same time. And they have this woman there who's like the guest speaker, I think, for this weekend alone. So they'll probably be back sometime Sunday. But they're there right now. And you should go over to Resident Essentials, the group page on Facebook, and you can see the pictures of the tables, and you can see Michelle in one of the pictures. So today's topic is, and I want to put it in here, I'm going to have to type it in, so bear with me. The title is The Moment You Believe You Are Lost. Now, I'm going to stop right there because many times, many of us feel lost. We're not sure where we are headed. We're not sure where we need to be in our own lives. So sometimes because we are not sure, we seem to be lost, right? Now, many of us get lost, even those who call themselves masters, or the public refers to them as masters in their particular chosen field. They get lost. Sometimes you just get to a point in your life where you're not sure what you should be doing, where you should be headed in your life. You don't know if you should be taking a break. You might feel like it. Sometimes you take a break and you take a break and it's too long. So, what we need to do is kind of have a reset. We need to be able to reset our lives. And one of the things we need to understand is often we describe ourselves with the wrong words because we're trying to what? Gain a foothold, a better foothold in our own life. We are trying to feel better about ourselves and the direction that we're going in. We are also striving to have a better version of ourselves out there. Now, sometimes you can't have the better version of yourself out in front if you don't know who you are. These are one of the things I kind of went over in my numerology class I teach online last night. And one of the matters was, how we see ourselves and how we want to have a better version of ourselves and how we want to feel better about ourselves. But it's hard feeling better about yourself if you don't know who you are. You don't know what you're capable of doing or achieving in your own life. And it's not always about finances. Yeah, finances can help you, but I know a lot of people with a lot of money and they still not happy. So money can't be it. All the money in the world can't be it if the person is not happy. I'm going to say that again. Money helps change the venue, change your view, change your outlook. But money is not everything because there are plenty of entertainers making a lot of money and they are stressed to the gills, stressed to here because they can't take the pressure anymore. They can't take all the excitement, all of the what when the photographers are on them, looking into their private lives, being pressured by whatever level that they're in. And I'm not going to mention the people by name, but there was a guy who was on one of the talk shows last year, right? One of the talk shows last year, and the guy committed suicide. We still don't know why yet. We know that maybe there was some mental illness involved and he was struggling with mental health. But some people aren't struggling with mental health. Some people are really bad at what they do, pretty bad choices, where they call themselves, quote unquote, messing over another person's life. So often, money is not it. Because we can look up in history and you can find many wealthy people committing suicide, many wealthy people falling down on flat on their face because they don't like the reputation that they have, the way that they're living their lives. So money is not always it. Because if money was it, you would have more people out here with a whole lot of money being very healthy, being very happy, and being able to do things where they're uplifting many people. And some people are just making money and still not making any impact. So it's not always money. And so I want to complete the rest of this statement. See, I say in the beginning, the moment you believe you are lost is the exact time. All right, the exact time, the exact moment, because that's what you need to do what? To change your self image. Now, your self image, it's totally up to you to make that change. It's not up to other people to change your image. Sometimes we worry about what other people think. I know I was a worrier. I probably worry a lot more. But when I was a child, I worried all the time what my friends thought about me. And my late mother, being a Leo with a lot of energy in Leo, she would always say, Francis, if you keep worrying about what others think about you, then you're letting them dictate how you're supposed to be. Don't worry about what other people think about you. That's your business. You should be, in fact, she would say it this way, that's their business. They want to talk about you. You can't change how they think about you. You can't change how they feel about you. Only you can do that for yourself. Only you can look in the mirror and change what you see, how you feel about yourself. Because most of the time, even if people know you're doing bad, some people will raise that up and make it even worse. You've seen how celebrities are out there in the world, and somebody says this celebrity died and that celebrity died, and all they want is to get likes and ratings on a YouTube channel, on a TikTok channel. They want to get up to 1 million likes, huh? Because they want to be content creators, so they're willing to get out there and create a lie, a rumor, and hope somebody picks up on it. And they know that there's an audience of people that will do just that. They'll pick up on negativity and they'll take it even higher. So the moment you believe you are lost, and many times we believe that we are lost, many times we just want to make a change, many times we're just tired. We're tired of getting up every day, seeing the same people every day, doing the same routines every day. And there are people who can get all over town. I know people that know everything about this city that I live in. And they spend their time talking the city down instead of talking its city up. Because the city has some great neighborhoods, some great parks, some great locations all over, and they're all different. And there's some, just like any other city, there's some rough spots. Yeah, there are. But guess what? It's up to you to make the change. So the second part of this says, but you must do more than believe. Now that's the very most important part of this. You must do more than just believe. Why? Because the word belief means that you don't actually know. They say belief is faith. But if you ever has sat in a courtroom, a magistrate known as the judge, and someone gets up there, witness says, well, I believe that this happened, they usually call belief hearsay, meaning something that you heard but you didn't witness. So even in your own life, you are the main observer. You are the main star in your own life. You are the main person, the number one person that needs to do what? You need to do more than just believe in yourself. You need to be the person that knows yourself. Now, when it comes to knowing ourselves, it boils down to what? Who are we? Why are we doing what we're doing? Do we need to be doing certain things? Are we messing with our own integrity? Are we defiling ourselves in any way? Are we sitting on the fence? Are we procrastinating? A lot of us do that. Many of us have done that. Hey, I raised my hand. I've done that. I wanted to do something, but I kept putting it off, putting it off, putting it off. And then the more you put it off, the longer and harder it gets for you to move to another level. In fact, you can't move to the next level for yourself if you don't know some of the basics about what you like about yourself. If you haven't made certain changes in yourself, especially your attitude, if we don't change our attitude, that goes against us. If we don't feel that we should be more grateful, that can detour us too. So, the moment, I'm going to go back to the title, the moment you believe you are lost is the exact time to change your self image. You're lost because it's your self image, is how you view yourself. You are not sure. And many of us get this way. We're not sure what to do. We're not sure what should be done, right? I got so much glare. Let me take this off. We're just not certain. We don't know how to go about doing something to make some major changes in our lives. And what do we think we need to do? What should we be doing? Well, first of all, don't take yourself too seriously. I tell all my students every time, from meditation classes and numerology to selenite classes, I said, beware. Your instructor, your chief principal teacher, every now and then will tell a corny joke. But I'm not telling the corny joke to the students. I'm telling the corny joke to myself. Why? Because I need something to laugh about. And I realize it's okay. It's all right to laugh about myself, laugh about some of my decisions, some of my falsehoods, some of my foibles, as they say. Joy is what we actually need in our lives. But before we can have some joy, we have to know, can we create joy? Not just wait for someone to give us the joy, but are you a creator? Do you remember that you are a creator? Every moment, every decision or non decision that you do creates the moment. And an accumulation of those things create the moment. They say time waits for no one. Well, it sure doesn't. I got up this morning at 7 a.m. after teaching a 3 hour course online, class online, that should have been an hour and 90 minutes, and it wound up 3 hours. But here's the key. Here's the key. Sometimes we're doing too much. I have to be reminded, my colleagues have to be reminded, we all need to take a break, go on a vacation, get away for a week or two. And I mean, when we get away, don't do anything related to what we do normally 24/7. Get away, see some nature scenes, get away. Here's some people do their craft. Maybe see somebody blow glass, see somebody make boots, see somebody make a saddle, see somebody be a cook, see somebody paint, or maybe you have that ability to paint. Pick up a guitar, play an instrument, just do something to change the vibration around yourself. When you change this vibration around yourself, one of the things that happens is you start to change. Now, there is a concept that is alive and well, and it's done in two ways. Some people say it takes up to 60 days to change one habit, get rid of one, stop doing one, and go into another. Some people call it a 40-day cycle. Well, a 40-day cycle is the first 21 days, you're working on the new habit that you have, the new routine that you have. And you're diligently working that new routine, making it squeaky clean for yourself for the first 21 days. And in those first 21 days, your mindset is going to change. Why? Because there's repetition involved. And once you have repetition involved and you're switching into something new to do every day, something new, the new thing you want to do should be done 21 days in a row. Why? That gets you into a brand new habit. You start having this brand new habit, and the next thing that happens after that brand new habit is what? It sets in. The seed has been planted. And now there's 19 more days. That would take you to 40. In 19 more days, your whole mindset is now shifted into the new way of thinking, the new way of feeling, the new way of doing things. You've created a brand new habit, and you don't even remember the old habits that pulled you down, the old habits that didn't get you anywhere because you thought you were lost. So you had to not just take a stance and stay there in that feeling of being lost, because if you stayed in that feeling of being lost, you would have what or be what? You would be in a sea of stagnation. Can't go anywhere. Don't feel good. You're going to stay home. You're going to go to sleep. You're going to eat some cookies, cakes, and ice creams. We all have done it. And even if you jump on and change your health and the way you eat and change your workout schedule, you might do all of that. But if this up here didn't change, and if in here in the heart you didn't change, if these two things aren't in line together, it doesn't matter what changes you make. That's right. It doesn't matter. Because if your heart and mind aren't on the same page, are not in true alignment to each other, it doesn't matter what you're striving to do. That's why technically you just got to stop everything. Sometimes you have to stop listening to other people. You might have friends around you that mean well, but they aren't you. People say, hey, you gained weight. Yeah, I'm not the only one. They gain weight too. And the ones who haven't gained weight, they got other issues going on that are worse than the weight gain that I have. So we all got issues in our tissues. I have a friend back east, a minister friend back east. He would say that you got issues in your tissues, meaning you got thoughts, and those thoughts have left some pretty dense material in your tissues, in your organs, in your bloodstream. So you got to change. When we start to change an outlook, the first thing that has to change is how we think and how we feel. Those two areas have to be in alignment. So they must change. We must change the outlook of ourselves. The late Michael Jackson had the tune, The Man in the Mirror. Take a look at yourself and make that change. So if you want to see change in the world, that's all he was saying. If you want to see change in your world, you have to change. And you got to change layer by layer by layer. You got to get all the way into the core essence of yourself in order to see the change take place. That's important. So, but here's another key. It's not just making a change. It's not just about having change of attitude and being more grateful in your life and being humble. It's not just that. It's not just self-love, unconditional love on yourself. It is what? Is that word belief. People say, what do you believe in? And I go, I don't know. Well, belief is not to know. You just answered it. You said, what do I believe in? And you go, I don't know. Then belief means you don't know. Belief means you're still guessing. Belief means you're trying to figure it out, but you're not sure if you're on the right page or not with yourself. So belief is not the only thing that creates change, because belief has doubt in it. There's fear in it. There's misinformation there. So to sum this up, the moment you believe you are lost, that means the moment that you are not sure if you are lost, is the exact time, the exact moment to change your self image. Why? Because you are evolving every day. Every one of us is. Every one of us evolves every day. We change every day from the inside to the outside, not externally to the internal side, but from within. And from within ourselves, we have to start feeling better about ourselves. If we're not feeling good about ourselves, then there won't be any true change. And we won't be able to stick to the change. So it's all about self love. And stop worrying about what other people say about you. And you might ask, well, do you get upset? Yeah, I've gotten upset plenty of times, but I've learned to not pay attention to what other people say about me because they're not in my shoes. And what those people need to do is what? Since they're not living my life, they need to zip it. Why? Because they don't know what's going on in my life, really, because they're not around me. There's always going to be some rumors where people are going to talk about you all the time. And still, those people aren't living around you. They're not living your life. So they don't really understand. And since they don't really understand your life, there's not much that they could really do or say because it's your life. You create your life just like they have to create their life. That's very important. So the moment you think, the moment you are believing that you are lost, ask yourself some questions. Am I really lost? And if you say, I don't know, then you can't say, well, I believe I'm lost. Because if you say, I believe I'm lost, then you're also saying you don't know if you're lost or not. You may not be lost. Sometimes things take a while to go through a particular gestation process. And you have to understand that things go through a cycle. Just like they say, Mercury is retrograde. I forgot what sign it's retrograded in. But now, what? We're in the sign of Taurus. We can't worry about what's going on around us. You can only worry about what's going on inside yourself. That's all that really matters. So, yeah, you might need some money to make yourself smile. But in the end, just remember there's a lot of millionaires that have done this, have shot themselves, poisoned themselves, jumped off of bridges. They had all the money in the world, still not happy. They've had the families and the relationships, still not happy. They have fortune and fame, still not happy, which means beyond having some mental health issues, there's the one thing that they lacked, and that was self love. Your true wealth is health, but the first one is self love. If you don't love yourself unconditionally, if you don't give yourself a break, if you don't boost yourself up, if you're not your own cheerleader for yourself, don't expect others to be for you. Cheer for yourself. Make yourself feel better. Don't wait for someone else to make you feel better. That means treat yourself out to dinner. Send yourself a card. Send yourself some roses. I have an elder friend when I was in my 30s. She used to say, I send myself flowers every week. She sent them to her job. People were messing with her on the job. She would send the flowers to her job. And she would just say, what, unknown, unknown admirer. And it was like ridiculous every week. Flowers were coming. But what she would do, she would go to Felder's florist and pay for like a month in advance or 2 months in advance. And she'd get flour once a week, arriving either on a Monday or a Friday or middle of the week at her office. She was just a secretary. Needed people to look and see that hey, someone loved her, but the person that loved her was herself. So she changed her whole environment. She would do something for herself to make herself feel better. What are you doing today to make yourself feel better? What are you going to do this weekend? In fact, you don't wait till the weekend. What are you going to do right now to make yourself feel better, make yourself feel prosperous, make yourself feel healthier, make yourself just feel happy? One of the things you need to do is just laugh. Laugh at life's foibles. Laugh at your mistakes. Laugh at some of the things you've done, poor decisions. Hey, you're still here. We all make bad decisions at some point, poor decisions at some point, but we do overcome those things. The past is the past, it's gone. We can't bring that forward with us. You have to do what? Live for now. What are you doing to live now? That's important. Think about what you want to do right now that will make you happy. And I don't want you to believe it will make you happy. I want you to know that it will make you happy. And one of the best ways to do it is to get silent with yourself. Go into a state of silence with yourself. Begin to meditate and just sit in meditation every day for 20, 30 minutes. Pick a day where you can sit for a longer time, like an hour. And eventually, you're going to receive an answer that's going to help you make the right change at the right time. And you won't be believing in this new day with yourself. you'll realize the new day has always been right in the present moment. So it's all about making changes, but the word is not believe. The word is I have faith and confidence in myself that I will do and have a better life. And you can say, I'm having a better life right now because it's nothing like yesterday. In fact, you'll get so good at it, you'll forget what yesterday was like. And all you will remember are the good times. That's all. Thank you for your time. Hey, I won't be doing any meditation class on Saturday. The center's closed. I'm taking a break for myself. I'm going to house sit 3 dogs and a cat. They haven't seen me in some time, so they're going to be all over me in a few more hours. But hey, I want you to have a great time. I want you to enjoy your life. Do better for yourself by loving yourself more. My grace is your grace. Until next time, remember that divine grace is a blessing as we're alive and well in the age of remembrance. This is Clear Blue Radiance. I'll be back at Resident Essentials located at 3107 Eubank Boulevard, Northeast, Suite 34 in the Scottsdale Shopping Village on Saturday, May 6th. That's when I'll be back. In the meantime, you have a great time. Go to the website, www.resonantessentials.com, and check the calendar and see what's going on. Various events taking places at different times, different classes, different teachers as practitioners in there. On Tuesdays, there's Nikki, has some great things to help you out. There's Amber, great with the Reiki. Do those things. Check the schedule. Look under practitioners list. See the different practitioners, what they do. Give them a call, make an appointment, and meet them at Resident Essentials. Well, I'm going to get out of here now. Uh, it's time for me to start packing. See you next Thursday. Yes, next Thursday. I'll see you then. Bye now. And thanks for tuning in, either in the live or coming back and doing a replay. Take care now. And leave a comment.